Hello, everyone. This is James from Prague. How are you? With my brown hair, I'm still getting used to this. I'm not sure I'm doing anything. I even washed it. I washed it, but it just doesn't do anything. How are you, everybody? It's SOULCare here for you, and it's Wednesday, middle of the week. I hope you're all doing well and doing new things, new ideas, new passions, new understandings, a whole bunch of newness, and thinking about how your new self is going to go into the world. Yesterday we had some of you might know this, we had a little Zoom call for the new Mediumship 2 certification course, which is starting in June. So I met with about 90 people on Zoom yesterday and going over the details about Mediumship 2 certification course. So very interesting, went for an hour and a half, the call. Hi, John Williams. Thank you. John Williams is helping us a lot. Thank you, John, for coordinating the calls. Thank you, John. You're incredible. Everyone loves you, John, including me. Hi, Judy. Mary Catherine, hello. Annie, hello. Renee Martinez, hello. So if you want to know more about Mediumship 2, you can go down further in the page here on Facebook and you can click into learning details about it. And we have an application form. And we're doing that because last year we did Mediumship 2, and in the circles, the development circles we form, some people were talking to me afterwards and said, listen, next time we do this course, the people that take Mediumship 2 should have some ability, some background and experience, because some people didn't even know the difference between a psychic and a medium. So this year I'm going to have an application so people, so I can read the applications and kind of audition people for Mediumship 2. And it's very low cost, $7,000 value to $1,777. I lowered it quite a bit. So if you get more people can be, and it's on payment plans too. Hi, Sheila, hello, and Angela, hello. How many people have been cleaning their houses? How many people have been throwing things out? Just curious. Am I the only one? The 15th of May. Oh, okay, Michelle. The 15th of May, which is this Friday night, I'm going to be Friday, 4 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. I'm doing an evening of spirit messages. So it's me right like this is on Zoom, doing spirit messages. I'm sorry, it's not Zoom. It's a webcast. So John can tell us. John is helping us with that. It is open. We opened up the seats, so we have up to 500 seats available. We won't get that many people, but we have opened it up. It was closed at 100, so we have 100 people's tickets already. But John, you can let us know. It's open now, correct? I'll write that down for double checking. I always take notes. I'll make sure though. I'll make sure today we have it open for sure. The experience will be priceless. It's true, Lori. Oh, it's Lori there. Available. Okay, I'll make sure the seats are available. There will be seats available, so don't worry. It's $19. Oh, thanks, Ruth Ann. Thank you very much. Blessings back to you, sweetheart. Oh, wow. Azores, Portugal. I never heard of Tarica Island, Portugal. Wow, I'm sure it's beautiful. Thanks for the hearts. Vancouver. This is my way of getting out, all of us, getting out of the world, just seeing where people are from. We can just imagine for a second that we're there, right? Clean. Lord, you're cleaning inside and out. Good. I thought I was the only one. I'm throwing out a lot. Yes, we have 500 capacity. Thank you, John. So the tickets are already open. So the seats are open. So if you're interested to come on Friday, that's $19, and it's on a webcast. So just go on my website, vanprog.com, and see all the details for that. Okay? I'm going to do that, and the next week, following week, because of you guys, next week I'm going to do, after that, a night of psychic readings, because a lot of you wanted psychic answers, so I'm going to do an evening of psychic readings, where the person gets a question to ask a psychic question. And I've never done that before in this format. So this is the first time, because you guys wanted me to. It said it was full when I tried to sign up. So after this call, John, if you wouldn't mind checking that out and see if it still says capacity, or I'll have Mandy do that. Debbie, he doesn't hate you. No, don't hold on to that. When they pass over the spirit world, they don't hold on to those things like hate and they don't hold on to those earthly things. They tend to see things in a much larger, expansive picture. And we as humans see the minute, the smaller part of it. And we hold on to the negative things, the guilt and the not forgiving. And that doesn't seem to be a part of them when they pass over. They leave that stuff behind. They remember, and most of the time, like your brother probably say, I'm sorry, I did this. So they see things very differently. So don't hold on. You can do your part by just forgiving him as he's forgiven you, and he understands. They have a greater understanding of the intent behind when things happen, when we do things on the earth world, on the human level. It's so different than who we are as a soul being. So don't hold on to those things. Please don't. No one on the earth should hold on to those things. We all are here as students to learn, to grow. And when we pass the spirit levels, going back home, we have that realization that we're all here to grow and learn, and there are opportunities. It's nothing to hold on to. Oh, this is bad. I should have done this. He hated me. I said this. We're here to learn. Today he wouldn't do it the same thing, nor would he. So we're all in together. So I'm sure your brother would say, because I've done this for many, many years, to let that one go. I've forgiven you very, very much. I understand better. And he might even say, if I was in the same position, I might have done the same thing. So don't hold on to that, sweetheart, okay? Because that'll affect your life in many other different ways. It'll hold you back in other capacities in your life. You don't want that. Same thing with forgiveness. Everybody should forgive, because that's a kind of a wall that's put up, and it holds the energy back. So you don't want to do that. You want to forgive and let go. Take the high road, really. People do things, who knows, but behind people's motives behind them, the intent. At the time, it all comes back to not loving themselves. So there's a sense of insecurity of self, and that's we have to let go of that stuff. Yeah. Okay, James from Prague. There you go. Thanks, John. Register here. Okay. Great. Thanks, Mandy. That's great. Okay. The book of the Shack was a religious, a Christian book. It's done about, oh gosh, at least 15 years ago, maybe 11 years ago. And it was a Christian bias, really. It's about I think it was about a guy that had a near-death experience, or a boy that had a near-death experience, and talked about the afterlife. And it was a very good book. It was, I think, #1 for a while. And just has the references of a Christian life, which if people are Christian, when they pass over, they'll have that experience as a Christian. They might see Jesus. They might see something which in their mind they've created heaven in that way. Their references. But same thing when someone's Muslim, they'll have that kind of a heaven, or Catholic, they'll have that kind of a heaven. It's what you create. It's not the way it is, but it's what you create in your mind, you see. Because there is no religion, per se, over there. There are places, realms in the spirit world, where you have people have a mindset of Christian, a mindset of Jewish, have a mindset of Muslim, a mindset of Shintoism, a mindset of Confucianism. But there is no one religion, per se, except, which I always say is love. Love is the one religion that I think streams through everything and everyone. Today, if you have a piece of paper and a pen, I have an exercise for you today. So if you can grab a pen and a piece of paper, that's great. We'll do that, and I'll be with you in a couple of seconds for the exercise. Okay. You love that. The book was good. The Shack was very good. And for its time, it did really well. It was like in my version of Talking to Heaven, when that came out, it opened up the whole world to mediumship and life after death from a non-religious point of view. And that did very well. That was a #1 for many, many weeks. And the same with the Shack. And it did cross the line. It crossed over into other markets instead of just a Christian, because it was human. It was a human experience, really. I think sometimes people feel safer if they have that religious thing. It's, again, a mindset that's left over. There was a lady, a beautiful lady, yesterday on our phone call for the Mediumship 2 orientation, and she said, I want to take your course, but she was a little hesitant because she has a Christian background. And we talked about it, and she loved it. And I said, listen, I have a Catholic background. A lot of people have Christian backgrounds or all religions, but it doesn't matter what religion, because it all leads you to a path. And usually the path is God, which is love. God knows no religion, just love. And she understood that. So it's funny how the humans put these things in their minds. I was watching last night Dateline. I love true crime shows, I just do. I was going to be a psychologist at one point, and a detective, so there you go. And it was about a lady who was with the Latter-day Saints, and the Jeffries story, that man that abused the young girls over there in, where was that? Was it Arizona, Colorado, the border there, the town, Latter-day Saints. And it was interesting how she broke rules, and she broke it, and she got back and saved a lot of those girls. So those were the girls with prairie dresses. Remember that on Dateline. It was very good. She has a lot of chutzpah. A lot of books called Unbreakable. Which is very, very good to see. Triumph of the Human Spirit over religion. It was interesting. John, is there an original link for the Psychic Night sign up? I think on the web, vanprog.com, you can do that. Lori, I think it's on vanprog.com, my website. You can find out Friday night. Friday afternoon, I should say. Thank you, Nikki. You love all my books. Thank you. Please tell me what I hear me. I hear you, Melody. Judy also says, I love crime and true stories. I just think I know all my planets are in a lot of my planets, 4 planets, are in a Scorpio house. And Scorpio rules crime and detective work and the unknown, unsolved. It rules death, it rules cemeteries, it rules police work. And a lot of detectives are Scorpio or Scorpio overlays in their chart. And I think that's it. The Scorpio is that detective. And it's also psychology. So part of me, when I'm watching these strange, odd shows, it's really observing. I love to observe. It's observing how the humans behave, how they treat each other. And how could someone do what they do, yeah? And still, as even Nazi Germany fascinates me. I don't know how that could have happened. I mean, I know how it could have happened, of course. But I can't get enough of that. And I know I had a past life there. No doubt about it. No doubt about it. I've had dreams about it and so forth. I had relatives that passed away in Auschwitz, 50 of my relatives, and they were Dutch Jews, and I know that I was alive, but I was on the other side. I had a dream once. It was not a dream. It was when that wake up state when you're just at the twilight state, when you're just about to come to consciousness, just about to wake up. We've all had that, but you're aware of it consciously. And it was probably 1938. I think it was around 38, and I was in a suit. Wide lapels, hat, tie, and I was across the street from a gentleman who was across the street from me, cobblestone street. It was in a city environment, and I said, I gotta go now. And he said to me, okay, we'll see you later. And he says, hi, Hitler. And I went, hi, and then I knew, I said, oh, I can't do that anymore. And I woke up. Was that scary? Isn't that scary? So I was like, ooh. And that makes sense to me. That makes sense to me. So people often ask me why I'm doing this work as a medium. And I had a past life regression once with Brian Weiss, and it was very interesting because I didn't think it was going to work for me. And I remember the question I asked, because he said, ask any question you want to. And I asked quietly, silently, why am I doing the work as a medium, helping people, and why would I be known on television and known all over the world for this? Because I'm really kind of shy and I didn't really go seek it. And a very interesting thing happened. I saw myself standing in the room, and it was me with a mustache, which I'll get that back. It was a mustache, and it was the eyebrows, and it was blue eyes, and that's all it was the same, right? And it was me, but I was a general. I was a general, and all these different wars, French, Indian War, Spanish War, World War I, all these little wars, and I was always the same role as a general, and I was always there to tell my men when to go in and kill people. So I was responsible for killing millions of people. So then it makes total sense that I'd come back now in this lifetime to heal death of millions of people. So I'd have to come back at a global level to balance that karma. Isn't that fascinating? And that makes sense to me. That feels right. That resonates as truth. Now I can say, oh my God, how could I have done that? But at the time, in those lifetimes, you never know what you come back to learn. You learn things. You put yourself in a family group, a soul group, where you have to learn lessons. You have to learn the both sides of lessons. Very true. It's a hard pill to swallow. It is, but it's also observation, how we grow. We become aware of how we grow. Hi, Lindsay Paul. Long time no see. Hope you're doing well, love. It's scary, Fellini. It's scary, but it's the same. That's why people say, well, why can't I remember my past life? Well, if you realize that in another lifetime you did so many things that upset other people, you did something you're not proud of, you would probably spend this lifetime going after, trying to make it better and spend more time and attention in that life than this current life. And so God gives us what I call grace, a grace period, in that we come back with a clean slate. And we have inside ourselves that soul memory. So when certain situations come up, we feel that this is not right, this is wrong, or this is the right thing to do, because we have that soul experience, that soul memory. And that's why I push intuition. That's why I say the best way to live life is to use your intuition. That's the tuning fork. That's your sixth sense. And we are given that to use for our soul's progression in the lifetime. Hello, hope you're doing good. It's saying, yes, I haven't been out. I've been out 3 times. I've been to the grocery store 3 times, and that's with a mask. And that's all I've done. I have gone showered and shaved. I cut myself, and I take care of myself and cleaning the house, cleaning myself. I'm doing a lot of gardening. I'm procrastinating a lot. I'm watching some TV. I bought a 55-inch television set, and I'm thrilled. And it's an automatic when you speak to it, and I can't. I don't know how to do that, but I'd like to watch it. Sheila Archer. Sorry, James, I've lost you. We'll keep trying. Okay, Sheila. Keep on trying, sweetie. Oh, thank you, Marie. Thank you. So, people love this soul care. They mentioned it yesterday too. Karma is effects for action. Yeah, there's a lot of great things about the words with karma. Um, you get what you think. You know, what you put out is true. What you create in your thoughts, you will receive back. What you create, you have to experience again. And the hurt that you give another, whether it's thoughts, whether you're angry at someone, whether you do things to someone maliciously, you'll get it back on the other side. You'll get it back. It's like when I grew up, I knew that there were certain people like growing up around me, and they were saying bad things to someone else. And I said, they shouldn't say those things. It's going to come back. And I think it was someone was bullying somebody, and then they had a daughter, and things happened to their daughter that was bullied. So it happens. I had 3 miscarriages. Nikki had 3 miscarriages. I've heard of this. And only with your book I managed to keep fighting, and I have 2 healthy girls. Thank you. So, they prepared Nikki for the 2 girls. That's what it is, preparing. My energy is love. Ginny, you left out the VE, but we know what you said. You're psychic. We're all psychic. It's twice in Boston you saw me, huh, Amy? Do you remember the girl in Boston that yelled out in the audience, you're what is it? A comedian. She yelled it out, and I said, I'm going to use that, and I have used it ever since. So, Erica, I'm going to be doing readings on Friday afternoon. If you want to go to vanprog.com, that's my website, and get tickets, $19. You can sign up, and we'll do a webcast. It's not going to be on Zoom. It's going to be on a webcast. It's a different platform. How to have more energy, meditation. Go on my website. Go on the JVP School of Mystical Arts. I have free meditations, and it'll help running your energy, bring your energy up. That's what I would do. Sage Rose, you're a physical medium. How does that manifest as physical? I'm interested. How does that manifest? It's very rare to have physical mediumship. You just to see how it manifests. Oh, thank you, Lori. Wendy, my friends not social distancing or wearing masks are upsetting to you, like me. Yeah, it's upsetting to me because it's irresponsible, I think. I think it's irresponsible. I don't think we're safe yet, but I talked to a doctor friend of mine yesterday, and she said we're making more of it than it is because according to our science, blah, blah, blah. But to me, I think it's a safe thing to do. I don't think we're out of the woods yet, so I would stay away from them. I just think it's irresponsible, and it's not caring for each other. It's like these states, like the Georgia opened up, like we got to do it as one. We can't just do it. It's upsetting. Holly Tarek says, for the 7th-day energy cleanse, you'll offer clear and negative energy. Yes. It will also help my anxiety. Yes, it will help your anxiety. It'll help your anxiety because in the 7-day energy cleanse, like we go deep and say why you have the anxiety. What's it attached to? What do you need to manifest this anxiety? What does the body need? What do you need emotionally? What are you still holding on to traumatically? So we go through all that, sweetheart. I have all different courses on JP School of Mystical Arts. So you guys would love them if you haven't seen them yet. Sheila, what advice do you have for mediums who have disconnected spiritually? I'm not connected with anything for now. Well, Sheila, sometimes you're going to take a break from mediumship, but I would also say, what's your reason behind doing mediumship? That has to be found out, and what's going on in your personal life, and really it's the whole picture. What do you think of yourself? What's your relationship with yourself? What's important to you? What's not? I'd start exploring, and don't beat yourself up. It also says Jesus had to take 40 days away in the desert, 40 days and nights. Sometimes mediums got to take a rest. I mean, I'm happy for the lockdown, because I'm not doing as much. Well, that's not true. I'm not traveling as much as I used to, so this is great. But it can be very taxing, mediumship, on many levels. You're dealing with a lot of people personally. You're dealing with expectations. You're dealing with their lives. there's a lot of pressure on mediums, and you have to have a really strong sense of self. If you do mediumship, you have to be really strong within yourself and have a sense of who you are in a positive way, I believe, to be able to deal with so many different people in so many situations. Lisa said, James, I painted your energy at stage. Oh, it looked like an alien. Well, I've been called an alien. We're probably all aliens. Hello from Alberta. Hello. All right, get out your pen and paper. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is, Diane. Oh, I miss you too, Diane. We met probably in several lifetimes. And my friend said masks really don't do anything, but I don't know. Maybe it's a security thing. But I saw you in Boston, like the woman told you about the UPS boxes in her closet. It was amazing. Oh, I don't remember it, but okay. Thanks, John. There's a page. JP School of Mystical Arts. Browse all the courses. Do you believe that intuition is strong with the isolation? Yes, I do, Lisa. Especially if you sit in the quiet. Definitely. You can advance it. You can expand it. If you just sit in the quiet for 15 minutes, you can't be outside noises, you'll be great. Now, John Williams, there you go. We're currently enrolling. Great. Thanks, John. Shannon, go to the school. Best way. I'm still waiting for my physical medium to come back and tell me how to manifest physically. I'm just curious. Tia Rodriguez, is there such a thing as awakening and disconnection? Could be, Tia. I don't know what that refers to, so I couldn't respond to that. And Petra, you wonder about your mom just passed away. Could you let her know? She's okay. She can hear your thoughts. So people in the spirit world hear you very, very clearly. You don't need a medium for them to hear you. And don't hold on to that. Of course your dog is still with you. Did you see my Facebook post? It's right down there about the dog and the little boy. You gotta read that. It's true. Okay, I'm gonna put the comments aside and I'm gonna give you your exercise. So on a piece of paper, I'm gonna give you a word. I want you to write down the word. And then I want you to write, right after is association. And so when you're going to write down the word I give you, and I'll give you a couple of seconds to write the next thought that comes into your head. Don't think about it, just write the thought that comes immediately into your head after the word I give you. Okay? The first word is, or it might be a phrase too. Okay? What is your dream? Write it down. Don't think about it. What is your dream? Next one. Why do you love to laugh? Why do you love to laugh? What do you want to do with your life? What do you want to do with your life? And don't think about it quick. What do you want to do with your life? Next one. Make a wish. What is it? Make a wish. What is it? Don't think, just write it down. So, if tomorrow was the last day of your life, how would you live it? If tomorrow was the last day of your life, how would you live it? The word is passion. Passion. And here's another question one. Why don't you breathe correctly? Why don't you breathe correctly? Don't overthink that one. Why don't you breathe correctly? What brings you peace? What brings you peace? Believe in miracles. Believe in miracles. Okay, the last one. What holds you back from loving yourself? What holds you back from loving yourself? Don't think about it. What holds you back from loving yourself? Okay, and that's it. That's it's over now. Now look at all the different responses that came to you. Again, when you think about things, you get too analytical and it gets left brain and your critical mindset. You don't want that. You just want the first thing that comes in. So I'm going to put the comments back over here. And people, would you mind sharing with others what you got for different things? If you'd like to write it down and share with us, it'd be interesting. Introspection. Wait. Wait. So when you say wait, wait is attached to something. So wait usually is an emotional situation. So look into the emotions, see what's going on there. Okay? Okay, Sherry. Good, Sherry. Tia, happiness feels good. Something meaningful. Yeah, freedom. Family around. Love. Stress. God. Passion. Passion is God. Great. Your dream was peace. Fantastic. Life, family, love, happiness. Great. So Ashley, Elizabeth, I'd say life and family. How would you improve that if you could? So Renee Martinez, the first answer was respected by many around the world. And how do you respect yourself? So why do you need outside people to respect you? Do you respect yourself? I like to laugh. This is from Jessica. I like to laugh because I feel most connected to my soul. Exactly. Same here. Same here. I love to laugh because it's my truth. It makes me feel good. It's love. Second question was, answer is concussion. Sage, I feel pain that others are going through physically. So that's something you have to look into. You should not feel pain of other people. You should not. I have tools for the highly sensitive person on the school page. You should take that. If you're that empathetic and you can't draw the line, and you have to feel it, you shouldn't feel it. You should be observing of it, objective, and be aware of it, but you shouldn't feel it yourself. Your thoughts keep you from loving yourself, so stop thinking, Tina. That's what I'd say to you. You need to sit in the closet, in the quiet, in the stillness, and let your soul speak to you. You got to get rid of that critical mind. So many of us have left the critical mind from growing up in families and society where they put us down. You got to do something to be approved. You don't want to do that. It's not who we should be. It feels good to laugh, you bet. Don't know what to do with your life. Last day of my life, run, passion, run, don't. Well, Nancy Sinclair, if you don't know what to do with your life, what makes you happy? Do something with passion in your life. Make changes. Do something. Work it up. Listen, I packed bags at a grocery store when I was there 3 times for people, and I loved it. And it was helping people out, and I loved organizing, and it was. I thought it was fun. I asked the girl if she wanted to come every day and do it. She said no, that's okay. So that's crazy, but something. Paint, very great, Vanessa. Feels happy, feels good. Paint with those I love, very good. Good people, okay. What I meant to ask, when you're going through a spiritual awakening, or you feel disconnection and things, or people around you. Yeah, there'll be different levels than other people, so you will feel different. I know, disconnected, but you'll feel different. Laughter is my main coping mechanism. So laughter is the number one thing so far, which is fantastic. Why not breathe correctly? Hold others' energy stuff. That's right. So when I talk about not breathing correctly, what emotions are you holding on to? What past things have you held on to that you can't deep breathe and exhale? What are you holding on to? That really was what that meant, was when I said that, not being able to breathe correctly. Holding on to things that you don't need to. God, there you go. Aaron's just saying it. My breathing problem was suppression. My passion was love. Laughter is uplifting. Good. My last day, I would like to be with my children at the beach. Fantastic. That's fabulous. Laughing makes me feel good. Fantastic. Oh, Lisa Cato, good one. Learn to please others, not myself. First, you got to please yourself before you please others. What do you want to do with it? Heal people and heal animals. That's great, Heather. Go for it. John, Richard, clairvoyants often tell me I have a gift, but I've never experienced anything. Well, John, it's about time you do something about it then. Sign up at the school. Go to my school page. Do something. Commit yourself. Life. Holding on to the past. Yeah, Judy, you can't hold on to the past. That's that Cancer nature of yours. You can't do that. You got to move forward. The past, the future is yet to be. You learn from the past, but then we move on. We get what we've learned from the past, and we use that for the future. So you're different today than you were yesterday. So what would you do tomorrow? Healthcare worker and love it. Good, sugar. That's a great thing. Christina, disappointments. Yeah. Christina says disappointments. Yeah, disappointments come a lot when we have unrealistic expectations as well. And we place them on other people. We'll set ourselves up for disappointments. And, meet people for where they're at. Not where you want, where they're at. A sports injury from the breathing. It can come from a physical problem, sure. Intent is the past and way I was great. Kavita, I want to learn to live and enjoy what I have. That's great, Kavita. The awareness of that is perfect right now. You have the awareness of it, so now we just got to do it. We got to implement it. And Lisa Day Ford says, I'm a healthcare worker and care for the elderly in their homes and love it. That's soulful work, my friend. Very good. Oh, thank you, Tracy. Thank you. Perfect Annie Moore. What holds me back from loving myself is me. So we're going to go into that, and you should go into write down in a journal of pages. What holds you back? Why can't you love yourself? Where does that come from? How to stop the negative mind. Getting to know yourself will do that. That's right, Lauren. We can't breathe correctly because you're not present in the moment. That's right. Your mind is in the past or in the future. The past has already happened. The future is yet to be. So all we have is right now. Kim Ann's, I love it. My life dream, entertainment, act, cooking show, great. Inspire others. Enjoy cooking. Fantastic. Spread that joy. Even if you're doing a small scale, start there. Just start doing it. It's, the universe will help us and assist us, but we have to make the commitment to start, and they'll push us on. That's what happens. It's happened to me. Laughter raises our vibrations. That's right. First step is acknowledging. That's right. Being aware is the first step. Nikki, why is it first you're going to learn to love yourself, and then you'll find your passion. But you've been through life many, many times. So find out what is it that lights your soul up? What ignites the soul? Adria, how can you be more proud and positive of yourself? By having a relationship with yourself, and the first thing get to know yourself. And that's why I say that everybody sit in the closet, sit in the stillness of your being for 15 minutes a day. Sit in the quiet. Pay attention to breath in and breath out, and don't let thoughts will come in and go out. That's fine. But just still come back to your breath and just do that. And I'm telling you, it makes a world of difference to do day after day. It really does. Live in the present. Perfect. That's exactly right. Kathy, I need to learn who I am. I was with my late husband for 40 years and I'm lost and stuck because you lived his life, not your life. So go enjoy yourself now. Live your passion. Holding me back, people pleaser. Deb, you can't be a people pleaser. No one will love you more than you can love yourself. And what other people think of you is none of your business. But insecurities of dying and not getting physically better makes me not breathe. Well, that's your journey, and you have to realize that you're here for a reason, meeting me and others here. There's no death. There's no death whatsoever. So there's no death, then how would you live your life? Yeah. So you have to go deep down within yourself. 28-day transformation course, by the way, everybody, is a really great course for going deep down within and bringing to the awareness those aspects of yourself that you've let take over. For many, it's a pain body. For many, it's the emotional body. From childhood, things that were not done in childhood that you wished were done, or something that happened, trauma. So that's a good course to take for that. Yeah. Well, actually, someone mentioned that this time of lockdown, quarantine, it gives us time to be with ourselves, to explore ourselves, to understand. Joni Wilson, what is peace? That's a good question. I think peace is just being who we are. Just being peaceful, silence with who we are. Just being who we are. Being, I think, is peace for me. Oh, Linda. Welcome, Linda. I'm glad you're here. I don't have my mustache anymore. For lockdown, I shaved it off for an audition. So I'm enjoying it. It feels weird. Good. So Joyce, sharing your near-death experience. It's wonderful. Write a little booklet. Where do we go after we leave our soul? We go to the spirit world, which is all around us. Joni was badly abused. I was badly abused most of my life. It took me a long time to realize that there was nothing wrong with me. I know, sweetheart, it's traumatic. Therapy helps with that. Love life. Good for you, sweetheart. Now you can help other people that were abused. I love to create projects. Yes, creativity, the energy of creativity is life. It really is. Creativity comes in many forms. Mediumship is creativity, dance creativity, regular work with children creativity, all different. It's that energy, and it's just we put that energy toward. We call it creative energy, but it can be manifested in all different ways in life. Okay, I got to go now. All right. I got to go because I have another meeting to go to. But thank you, everybody, for joining me today. And I'll be back tomorrow, 12 o'clock. And keep those lists and keep them for your review. Really, don't throw. You should have a little pile or a drawer where you put these things in, your spiritual tools, with a journal book, and that'll help you. And really months from now or years from now. Okay, lots of love, everybody. And if you're interested, again, Friday night we have tickets for the spirit messages. And that's at vanprog.com, my website, and it's listed also below. And the mediumship course is also available at JP School of Mystical Arts. Okay, we'll see you tomorrow. Blessings, everyone. Bye-bye.